Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about, of course, should you summon for the ultimate Escanor. So he is the second light unit to ever come out in this game. And let me go over his kit a little bit, and then I'll kind of go over the, should you summon, my personal beliefs on how you should go about all of this. And then I'm also going to be talking about how I kind of feel the direction of the game is going at the moment. So yeah, his passive is kind of insane. Applies Sacred Flame on the hero at the start of the battle, increases damage by 15% up to 4 times after using a skill. The hero's stats cannot be decreased. When the hero takes fatal damage, increases attack-related stats by 30%. Sacred Flame for 5 turns increases all stats by 4% every turn. And I believe this whole revive thing is based off his ultimate level. So depending on your dupe level, depends on how many times you have to kill him. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyways, his first skill here is inflicts scorch damage on a single target enemy. And Scorch is for every 1% remaining HP, inflicts 1.3% additional damage, inflicts additional damage equal to 30% of all damage to all enemies. So basically kind of like Death, where he deals damage to one person, and then based off the damage he deals, it'll do extra damage to everybody on the field, which that's not quite the same as Death damage, but it's something that everybody's been saying just because it's somewhat relevant. Moving on, after the very interesting looking ad here, we have his AoE skill, which inflicts pressure damage to everybody. For every 1% diminished HP, increases damage by 0.8%, inflicts additional damage equal to 35% times the crit damage of 100% of crit damage. Very interestingly worded. But so these two skills are kind of opposite. His AoE deals more damage the less damage he has, or the less HP he has, sorry. And then this skill is, it's going to do more damage the more HP he has. So you want to start off using this skill, and then as Escanor takes damage, he will use this skill, and when the Sacred Flame is procced, it's going to make his AoE do a lot more damage. The skill's still going to do a lot of damage because it's Escanor, but yeah. Moving on to the ultimate. Inflicts death by burning damage equal to 500% of attack on all enemies. When the hero dies, removes all effects and resets ultimate move gauge to 0. Applies 1 final flame. All other reviving uniques and skills will not work. So, and it increases this every ult level. So 1 at 1.6, 2 at 2.6, 3 at 4.6, and then 4 at 6.6. So yeah. Now, right now, as of this moment on JP, since he's a brand new unit, just came out, he is shredding PvP. This guy is just destroying everything, right? And you might think, oh, that's cool, Escanor, big hype, let's summon all that cool stuff. Listen, he is a DPS unit. He has no utility. He does not help anybody else. He is a 100% selfish unit. 100% fully DPS. When he releases, he will be the strongest DPS character in the entire game. As I always say, DPS units always fall off quick. DPS units get replaced so easily. They're so disposable. Okay? You summon on a DPS unit, as soon as the next big hype DPS unit comes out, you're not going to touch that DPS. I mean, he's light, so you'll probably use him a little bit more often, just because he's a little bit more versatile in the kind of content he can use. But talking about PvP, yeah, sure, he'll probably be used for a while, but how quickly is he going to fall off? How quickly did Trader Melly fall off? Yeah, he's still kind of used here and there, but he's not touted as the strongest DPS unit in PvP right now. And I bet you're not going to see Trader Melly very often, especially outside the Demon team. And so you're pretty much going to see him only on the Demon team, and he's not even the primary DPS. The primary DPS is Estarossa. DPS units always fall off. At least Trader Melly has utility, like kind of built into his passive, to where he like makes the rest of your team tanky. This Escanor doesn't do any of that. He doesn't do any of that. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't summon. His banner's pretty good. I hate that there's a ton of SSRs on the banner, but at least there's a lot of good SSRs on the banner. And he is broken, and he's going to help you out a lot in just about everything. So it's probably a really, really good idea to summon. This is the kind of banner you do want to summon on. But keep in mind, New Year's is coming. And you never know what is going to come for New Year's. I mean, Treader Melee was what dropped last year for New Year's. It was Festival King. Festival King was broken. Everybody was like, oh my god, this is the greatest unit ever. He broke the meta. Everybody hated him, and everybody summoned for him. And then Treader Melee popped out on New Year's, and a lot of people missed out on him. So, keep that in mind. I myself, I'll be doing one rotation, but I don't like how... Okay, so Netmarble always does this whole power creep stuff, where the next big DPS is going to completely outdate the previous DPS units. That's normal. That's what Netmarble does all the time. I hate it, but that's the reality of this game. And they went too far with this unit, I think, in my personal opinion. He's just way too strong. Like, you go first, you fight him in PvP, that match is over. You're not playing PvP. So, free-to-plays, I'm sorry, but the meta has just become more of a whale-off. But, that aside, that doesn't mean it's going to last forever. Like I said, DPS units always fall off quick. So he will get replaced not too long from now. I mean, if the New Year's unit is Mael, and Mael is a really good, strong DPS unit, you're going to see a lot of Archangel teams come back, and maybe Mael slaps Escanor. Who knows? You never know. Now, Escanor will probably stay relevant for at least a couple of months. Probably maybe even 3 to 4 months in. But he's going to get replaced, and pretty quickly too. So make sure you keep all these things in mind. Of course, your gems, you do whatever you want. If you love Escanor, you simp for this man, you pull for this man, okay? You do what you got to do. Just don't think he's going to carry you for the next 2 years, because I highly doubt that's going to happen. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day.